Then I met this guy in the street. I say, Feifke, what is all about this? He says, we have an underground and we're going to fight the Germans. I know we're not going to win, but we're not going to go anymore. I say, would you like to join? I say, if you'll explain to me, I will join. But he says, don't tell your sisters. This has to be a secret, because if people know, you know what's going to happen. Well, they blindfolded me also and took me to a place I also didn't know where I'm going, where I'm coming. And I was explained, the second man to Anelevich. Did you hear about the man of Anelevich? He was the organizer of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. They gave me a gun, and they explained to me what our duties will be, that we'll meet once a month. And if we need something, we could phone, not to the organization's bunker, but to a private home, and they will relay the message. And I joined, and we were meeting every month. We were talking what's going to happen. We stored gasoline for Molotov cocktails to make, and they knew where I live, so they gathered some people from the same area, about 16 of us. They said that this is your area. If the uprising comes to be, if they're going to ship us out, the first thing you have to do is burn. There was a factory that made parts for our airplanes. This is your first duty, is to break the windows, throw in a few Molotov cocktails, and this will go. The first Passover night, first Seder, the ghetto surrounded. Ukrainians, they were in the SS also, SS, surrounded like every 10 feet, an SS with a machine gun. Next day, they marched in, and we opened fire. The guard was right about 10 feet from our house. We were sitting on the roofs. They thought they marched in like usual, like nothing happened, you know. We opened fire. And when we opened fire, a few fell, and they backed up. They backed out of the ghetto. They backed out. In the meantime, a few of us had the order to burn this factory. They went to burn the factory went up in flames. And then after we fought, and there was a young kid, about 13 years old, Jewish kid, that was going around and squealing to the Germans where the bunkers are. Every second building had a bunker. And he came to our bunker. And the SS came down, and he opened the lid. And he said, if you don't come out, we'll throw in a few hand grenades and you'll be buried right here. So everybody figures, as long as we live, we have a chance. If he throws a few hand grenades, that's all gone.